Welcome to the Netivot Shalom Shir. We're switching gears. Now that we've completed the Netivot Shalom, all about Shabbat and how you make that into a higher level, now we're going to go to something that's quite basic to every Jew, and it's the study based on what the Netivot Shalom says, essentially, of Emuna, faith in Hashem, trust in Hashem. And we're going to be using the Netivot Shalom Sefer. It looks like this, but if you'll notice, it's the first volume rather than the second that we've been looking at. And we're going to start on page Mem Aleph, which is page 41, which is entitled Emuna, faith in Hashem, Shirat HaChaim Shel Yehudi. It is the song of life of the Jew. Emuna is the song of life of the Jew. Now, in this first page, the Netivot Shalom brings down a number of different things in which he says this is what Emuna is. And then after the first page, he goes into a discussion of it. But before we even get to that, I want to just digress and read us all an excerpt from the Garden of Emuna. This book right here by Rav Shalom Arush, translated by Rav Lezer Brody. And he has a beautiful excerpt on page 54. And I just want to take the time to do that, to read it, because it sort of sets the tone for what we're talking about. And the section is called Basic Level Emuna, Belief in Divine Providence. This is what Hashem wants. Basic Level Emuna teaches that Hashem is the lone sovereign of the universe, whose surgically precise divine providence is responsible for every single occurrence in the universe. Surgically precise, big or small, no accidents. The very first of the 13 tenets of our faith from Maimonides, from Rambam, says, I believe with complete Emuna that the Creator, blessed be His name, is the Creator and ruler of all the creations, and He alone did, does, and will do every single deed. Simply speaking, everything that happens in the world, from the multiplication of one-celled amoeba to the earth-shaking events that affect entire continents, all come from Hashem. And he goes on to say, let's bring the above principle down to a personal level. Everything that happens to us, spiritually or materially, accidental or intended, no matter who or what the catalyst seems to be, comes exclusively from Hashem. In this next short paragraph, he encapsulates one of the keys of Emuna. He says, let Emuna precede intellect. The following salient rule of thumb enables us to begin applying Emuna to our daily lives. Any time something happens that upsets us, we should let Emuna precede our intellect. It's worth repeating. Anytime something happens that upsets us, we should let Emuna precede our intellect. Emuna must be our initial thought. Before the brain and intellect begin blaming our troubles on natural forces and phenomena, on others or on ourselves, our Emuna tells us that our particular predicament or situation is exactly what Hashem wants. Otherwise, it wouldn't have occurred. Let's remember, that's a good key, to let Emuna precede the intellect. The intellect often gets in our way. Now the Netivot Shalom says as follows, starting at page Mem Aleph. Emuna who sowed kiyumo v'nishmas apo shel Yehudi. The Emuna is the everlasting basis for which the entire neshama of the Jew exists. Ka'avir l'neshima, it's like breathing air to being able to breathe. Like the air that you breathe enables you to breathe oxygen. Shebaladav, because if you don't have this Emuna, ein l'shum chai, there is no way that any living thing, any living Jew is talking about, or any living person, zechut kiyum alai adama, there's adamot. There's no way that you could live on this world. I'm sorry, that's a reference to air. If you're not able to breathe air, if you don't have oxygen to breathe, you can't live. So it says, Kainhu Emuna. The same is true with Emuna, LaYehudi Hamamin, to the Jew who believes. Bilti HaEmuna, without Emuna, Ein Lanu Kol Kiyum Ruchni, there is no way for spirituality to exist, afilu shama utat, even for the smallest amount of time. Kihi makor chiyuso haruchnil, because Emuna is the basis of living spirituality. V'hi nishmat haTorah hamitzvot uvamitzvot v'chol hayadut. It is the soul. Emuna is the soul of the Torah and of all the mitzvos, all the commandments we're told to do, and all of what it takes to be a Jew. Ha'emuna, he goes on, tamtsisa b'tzav ha'chaim shel Yehudi, is constantly present, is the reality in the life of the Jew, because it's encapsulated in the sentence that we say from the Torah, Shema Yisroel, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Hear Israel, God is our God. God is one. HaPasuk hazeh, hu nishmas kol hayadut. This sentence of Shema Yisrael is the neshama, the soul of all Jewry. V'hu shirat chayav shel Yehudi. It is the song of life of the Jew. Et chayav matchil b'pasuk zeh. The life of a Jew begins with this pasuk of Shema, with the sentence of Shema. Machnaso b'briso shel Avraham Avinu, mashmiim ba'oznav kriya kedosha zu. In preparation for the bris of a child, of a young boy, the night before, we sing the Shema Yisrael to him. That's the first thing he hears. V'gam terem lachein chozrin kol laila liad mitaso. And then also every night, as you're going to sleep, you repeat, and shoresh emunaso, the root of our emunah, of our faith in God, ki Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. God is our God, God is one. Kishe'ach matchil ledaber, when you begin to speak, Malamdim oto pasuk zeh, you're taught this sentence. Vacher kach, and after that, kol yomov, all of your days, poteach musayim, at yomo b'kriyat shema. The beginning of the day and the end of the day starts and ends with saying Shema. Ashreinu, how happy we are, she'anu mashkimim, that we're able to get up, umarivim, and we're able to go to sleep at night, umiyachtim shimcha, and to unify your name, b'chol yom, every single day, v'korim pamayim b'ahava, and reading 2 times with love the Shema Yisrael. And b'yom HaKadosh, on the holiest day of the year, which is Yom Kippur, achrei hitaro lifnei Hashem, after you've become pure before Hashem, you spent all day long in fasting and in prayer. Mesayim et hayom, how do you finish the day? You finish the day b'kabolat ol malchus shemayim b'kriyas shema, with accepting upon yourself the yoke of heaven by saying the Shema. If you recall, at the end of the day of Yom Kippur, before we blow the shofar, at the end of the tefillah, we say Shema Yisroel, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, and then we say Baruch Shem Kavod. It's said a number of times. That's what ends that holy day. Bakashir over la'olam hu'elyon, and when you go to the next world, v'gomer tafkidu ba'olamo, you finished your job in this world. B'terem tafas nishmoso, that the moment that your soul is leaving the body, yisayim ba at shira chayav, you finish your life on this world with the song of life, the kriyat hu'emuna, with the reading, the saying of your emuna, of your faith, ki Hashem echad, that Hashem is one. Emuna, he mizbeach v'ahava. The emuna, faith in Hashem, is an altar of love. Aleh shavchu damam milyonei Yehudim, on which the blood of millions of Jews have been spilled. Aketero nishmosam, and their souls are burned. Kishapiyam male b'shirot hachayim, when their mouths are still full of the song of life by saying Shema. B'achrozat Shema Yisroel, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, their last moment, as they're being tortured, as they're being burned on this altar of love, they're saying Shema Yisroel, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. B'eish kodesh zos, in this holy fire, alu alaboke, they go back to their source. Gam kishnitne lehem ha'efsherut liot chayim ma'ushrim ba'alma hadin. Even if somebody gives them the option of saying, instead of killing you, all you have to do, you'll be able to live in great joy in this world, just renounce your God. Lo nitnu atzman mishorash emuna. Lo nitaku atzman mishorash emuna. They will not cut themselves off from the root of emuna that they have. Lo lamarit ayin, and not because they want to do something that's acceptable. Mayim rabim lo yochlu chabot as nitzutz hamuna. The greatest amount of water cannot extinguish the spark of emuna, belev Yehudi, in the heart of the Jew. Afilu zeh hashakua b'amkei shol, even when you're going down into the greatest depths of the world. You're even out of this world. You're giving up your life for it. Your level of emuna, the spark of emuna, is still there. Emuna, he shirat hachayim ba'itim hamusharim. Emuna is the song of life at times of good, times of joy, times that are very happy for you. Imit rapek al aviv shebashamayim mitoch hargeshet, because you feel the connection between yourself and your Father in heaven, as it said, Im isek shomayim sham ita. If I will go up to the heavens, climb up to the highest levels, you'll be there. Imahu chayib itam hachoshchim bioter, and you'll also be with us in the times of greatest darkness. Gam kasher olamo choshech ba'ado, even when your particular world is completely dark. Uveragiam hatragim bioter, and in the midst of the greatest tragedies, Mavorech Yeshehudi b'chol, a Jew makes a blessing with all his heart. Baruch Dayan Hoemas. Blessed is the truthful king. Blessed is the truthful judge. Umatzayer, and he proclaims Ki Hatzor Tomim Polo, that Hashem is perfect. Ki chol derochav mishpat, all of his ways are just. El Emuna, Hashem of Emuna, ve'ein avel, and there's nothing bad that comes from Hashem. Umargish, and he feels, Kigam kasher, even vatzia sha'ol, if you go down to the deepest depths, hinecha, Hashem is with you. V'gam ki eshkana ba'achrit yam, even if you go to the ends of the sea, Gam sham, even there, Yodecha tancheni, your hands will hold me. V'techzeni yaminecha, and your right hand will hold on to me. That's from Tehillim. Emuna, hi osher chayim. Emuna is the joy of life. V'eish HaKadosh Baruch Hu me'ir leYehudi. At the time that Hashem shines down on the Jew, B'or ha'emuna, at the time, the light of Emuna, hazacha v'habehira, that he merits and that is clear. Ein case l'oshro, when that light of Emuna is shining down, there's no limit to your joy, to your treasures. Bahu margish et ha'osher hanel b'yoter. You feel the higher level of joy that comes from Emuna. V'chol tanuge olam, all of the joys of this world, lo yashvu li tanug halai hazeh, they can't hold a candle to the pleasure of this higher level of Hashem shining Emuna upon you. Uma ma'od hi amulal, beiser sher ananim shechorim, and when you are suffering so much, when you have the misfortune of having what it seems to be black clouds over you all the time, yichasu olav or Emuna, that are covering the light of Emuna, rigshe b'didut v'nitak me'aviv shebashamayim, it feels like you're separated from Hashem. You don't have this connected feeling anymore. It's so pushing on your heart that you feel that you have no connection anymore to Hashem. If you recognize Emuna and you bring the Emuna back, you understand Emuna is always there, and Emuna is always accessible to you, and be able to deal with all these dark periods. Emuna hazocha v'hatorah, Emuna to which your merit, which is pure, nosenet liyehudi mabit miyuchad al kol habriya, gives a Jew a unique outlook on all creation. Hu ro'et habore yisborech shemo mitocha. You see Hashem not as an outsider looking in, but as an insider. You see him from the inside. Me'ashemayim v'shmei from the heavens and the heavens of the heavens. U'min horetz, and from the earth, v'chol asher aleh, and everything in the earth. Mikulam, with all of these things, yargish etz koach hapoel b'nifal, you recognize the power of the Creator on those things that are created. V'eich shata mechayet kulam, and how Hashem gives life to everything. V'or ha'emuna, and through the light of Emuna, Yishma et Shirat Habriya, you will hear the song of creation, Hayotzet Mikol Nivra, that comes out of every creation. There is a beautiful sefer that talks about the fact that every creature in this life has its own song and its own prayer to Hashem. What's the name of that sefer?
Nature Song.
Nature's Song. Nature's Song. And in Hebrew it's Pirkei Shira.
Perek Shira.
Perek Shira. Perek Shira. And every single thing you wouldn't imagine, but a snake, a rat, a dog, a cat, everything has their own prayer to Hashem. Everything is created for a purpose. And you're able to hear that song when your Emuna is strong enough. You're able to hear that the song surrounds you. Hamuna meirat es nishma so shehudi. The Emuna lights up the soul of a Jew. He shulechat karnei or, v'toraso, tfiloso, v'avodaso. It sends the rays of light through Torah, through your Torah, your prayer service, and your service to Hashem. V'gam b'chol inyane haratziot, v'chumriot. And even on all of the mundane things that you do, the material things that you do, you're able to recognize, if you have Emuna, you're able to recognize that Hashem is in everything. Emuna potechat lefonav. If you have Emuna, it opens before you share metikot v'arivot, sweet gates. B'shabbatot, muadim, on Shabbat, on the holidays, uvakim mitzvah, by doing the mitzvah, doing a commandment, v'lehenot miziv hashchina, and you're able to benefit from the presence of the presence of God, be'ein olam haba, as if you were in the world to come. Emuna hatahora, notenat liyehudi chazon b'tochen chayim. Pure Emuna gives to a Jew the ability to see what life is about. Umanikolo techusha elait, and it nourishes for you a higher feeling. Lahargish es yeudo hamiyuchad b'chayav, so that you can feel the specific job that you have in this world. But ashlichut ha'elyona she'alav l'malei, and the higher shlichut, the higher job that you're asked to do in this world. She'al kagon domer chazal, it's like our sages have said, ein lecha chaviv b'fnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Nothing is more beloved before Hashem k'shliach hamimale shlichos, than a messenger who does his work. We're shlichim on this world. We have a tafkid, a job in this world. Nothing is more beloved to God than doing that tafkid, doing your job in this world. V'koach Eloi, and because of this higher power, zamis gaber al kol mechsholei achayim, it will overcome all of the stumbling blocks of this life. And it ends, the bottom line, Ashrei ha'am shekochalo. Happy is the people who are dwelling with Hashem, who have this ability to have Emuna. Now we'll go to the next page and do the first mamar. That was the introduction. Harambam boteach devorav b'sifro Mishnah Torah. The Rambam wrote the Mishnah Torah, and it's the name of the Sefer, in which he articulates the various commandments, the mitzvot, and he opens it by saying, Yesod ha-Yesodot, the foundation of all foundations, va'amud ha-Chochmot, and the pillar of all knowledge is liyeda sheyesham matsui rishon, to know that there is a principle, an initial reality. V'hu mamtzi kol nimtza v'chulu, and from that principal reality, meaning Hashem, all of the other realities that you see flow. Emuna hu yesod ha-yesodos, the Emuna is the foundation of all foundations, l'chol inyane Torah v'avodas Hashem, in all aspects of Torah and service of Hashem. U'b'Zohar HaKadosh, Isa, and the Zohar HaKadosh writes, Reishis Kadma l'chol pekudin, the first thing that everybody who comes in contact with being a Jew has to do is liminada li l'kadosh baruch hu b'chlala, to study, to learn with that Hashem is in charge of everything. The menada de ish shalita ilaha, to know that there's a higher power the Iu Rabbon Alma, and this is the creator of the worlds. Ubara Alamin, who creates many worlds. Kulo Shemayim Ara, including the heavens and the earth. V'chol Chilihon, all of their various aspects. Limanada, to learn, to study the Ish Shalit Badin Al Alma, to know that there's a ruler, there's somebody's in charge, and there's somebody who's judging the world. Rabbi Sheno HaKodesh, Perushu, our holy sages say, Hakosov, they interpret the sentence in Tehillim, Zeh Shar La Hashem, Tzadikim Yavovo, this is the gate of Hashem, the righteous ones shall go through it. Al Midas Emuna, they said that means the quality of Emuna. Shehi Ashar La'avodas Hashem, because Emuna is the gate to serve Hashem. V'chol ma shetzadik echad kavod b'madregaso mi'asheni. If there's one tzaddik that seems higher, on a higher level than the next tzaddik, one righteous person that seems higher than the next righteous person, hu machmas she'emuna yoter behira etzlo. It's because I thought Buddy opened it. It's because his emuna is clearer than the next person. In other words, that's what differentiates one person who's greater in being a greater righteous person than the other. It's not their learning that differentiates them. It's their level of emuna, their level of emuna, of belief in Hashem. Balda Shomer Chazal, as our sages have said, Bo Chabakuk. Chabakuk came, Hamadan Alachas Shnemar, and he stood on one thing and he said, Tzadik be'emuna so yichya. A righteous person with his emuna will live. Valderech zeh. Perusho, Mamar HaKosov. And with this, we can understand what the. This is my good friend here. This is Zachariah. He's dressed up as a dragon. So we can understand what the sentence says in Mishli. Sheva yipol tzadik v'kom. 7 times a righteous person falls and gets up. But tzaddik, huzeh shemachzik bemunaso. A tzaddik is a person who is strong in his emunah. Shafil im yipo b'chol sheva hamidos. Even if he stumbles and falls in all 7 qualities, and these are talking about the 7 qualities that we talk about, chesed, gevura, tiferes, hod, sod, bina. I left out one. Chachma. That's those. No, those are the 3 top ones. Those are different.
Right.
Chachma and Vadas are the 3 top ones. Those are accessible later on. But the 7 that are accessible are the ones I've mentioned plus one more, which I don't remember, which I didn't mention. So he's fallen in every one of these. He's blown it on every one of these. But yet, hayos ve'emunaso berura, he has clear emuna, but tahara and pure emuna. None, despite the fact that he's fallen in all of these levels, yakum mikani philos. He'll rise again. He'll rise despite all of these fallings. In other words, with emuna, no matter what happens in this world, as long as you have emuna in Hashem and know that Hashem is with you, know that Hashem is with you in the greatest darkness, as we see when it says in the Torah, Moshe Allah El Harafel Umatzu Elokim, something like that. Yeah, Harafel is the greatest darkness. It's a palpable darkness. Moshe walked into the most palpable of darkness. You could feel this darkness. And who did he find there? He found Hashem there. Avol barasha, but with a rasha, with a wicked person, katuv yipol ba'achas. It says he falls in one of these things, one of these 7 qualities of life. Then nebach lefilosohi ba'achas hainu be'amuna. If he falls in one of these, and that's in the level of Emuna, he doesn't have Emuna, umi yikimenu, who's going to raise him up? You need the Emuna to be able to stand, to get up. Our holy sages have said, Emuna Torah, through pure Emuna, Yochel Adam Lishanot Manheget Shel Teva. Through pure Emuna, you can change the normal things, the things that normally occur in life, lanhaga shalamala miderach hateva, to something that is above. It is above the natural things. Umar nasaba kodesh milchavach, also mofsim lamala miateva. The holy Shalom Rabbi Milchavach, his grandfather, would do great things above nature. Aidei hashrashat hamuna belev, through the resting of his emuna in his heart, haboim lefon of those that came before him. Uvechoach emuna zos, and through the strength of this emuna, hayu mamshich lem Yeshua, the salvation would continue. Ulapamim, and there were times, Keshohayu margish, that he felt Shadayan lo hechdir betochem emuna berua. There were times that he thought, here this great person thought, I don't have enough emuna. I can't really encapsulate it in my heart. Hayu chozer atem harbe pamim, he would repeat many times, Ani ma'amin, I believe, be'emunah shlema, with complete trust, complete faith that you are God. Ad shehashrish b'hem emunah shlema, until his complete emunah came back to him. V'hu al pi mamer Chazal, and this is as what Chazal have said, shebizchusu emunah nigalu avuseinu b'Mitzrayim. Through the merit of the Emuna, of the faith that we had, that our forefathers had in Mitzrayim, that's the only reason we were redeemed. It was Chus Emuna, Atidin Ligal, and in the merit of this Emuna, we will be redeemed in the future. V'nichlal bazeh, and included in this statement, Gam Geula Haprat, we have included in this the individual redemption we call aktin denafishin, that everybody has, that everybody needs, bein beguf, bein ben neshama, ruach, benefesh ruach neshama, shi'ai demin also. In all parts of your body, just as we talk about the Geula as a nation, as Bnei Yisrael being redeemed from Mitzrayim and also being redeemed in the future, so too Emuna can help redeem yourself, your own personal redemption. V'chalal Emuna, in the aspect of Emuna, af im adayim lo hisig medarga to Emuna habahira, even though you haven't yet reached the perfect and clear level of Emuna, el mechapesu, you're searching for it, umevakesh Emuna, you're asking for Emuna. Don't despair. Commotion Amar, more Sabakotis Mislonim Zechus Galani, as he said, Amar Akasuv and Yirmiyahu, this following sentence says, Shotatu B'chotzos Yerushalayim. I was walking around the streets of Yerushalayim, V'ro, and I was looking to see, Im Timtsu Ish, if I could find a person, Mevakesh Emuna, who would ask for Emuna, who was seeking Emuna, who was trying to find Emuna. And just the fact that you were trying to find Emuna, eslach lo, I would forgive him. Just the fact that you're searching would be enough to forgive you. But so lomer, it means to say, afapi, even though shadayin elo haseget hamuna bishlemus, even though you haven't reached the perfect level of Emuna, achu mavakesh Emuna, but you're asking for Emuna. Afilu lo, now, and since you're asking for Emuna, eslach lo kvar me'achshav, I will forgive you what have you done from right now, from this moment? Chemo, Shivur Lahalan, as we'll explain later on in the Torah to be learned in the coming weeks. That's it. Emuna. Let's work on it. Remember what I read to you from the Garden of Emuna, which sums it all up. Anytime something happens that upsets us, we should let Emuna precede our intellect. Don't let your intellect get in the way of Emuna. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Let's hear Besorot Tovot.